What is up, YouTube? What is up, family? We got some secrets. Secrets. Indonesia. Rupiah. Anyway, see, damn, you just got a close up of my ugly face. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize. I'm sorry. Anyway, secrets of the Indonesian Rupiah. The moolah, the monies. All right, let's check it out. Let's see why I could retire over there with $5. Let's see why that happens. How that's possible.
When I was in Indonesia, I remember going to an ATM and withdrawing 1 million Indonesian rupiah. 1 million. I was a millionaire. For context, this is what that looks like. In reality, it's not nearly as much money as it sounds. About £53 sterling or $71 US.
$71. $71.
But these banknotes are glorious nonetheless, and the country has just released a highly unusual 75,000 rupiah note to celebrate the 75th anniversary of its independence. So pack your bags and join me as we travel to Indonesia to become millionaires and take a closer look at their wonderful banknotes. If you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. Let's begin with the standard notes, released in 2016, with the front of each bearing the theme of national heroes. Whilst in Western culture, the term national hero is often thrown around quite haphazardly, here it's an official title, the single highest title given out by the Indonesian government. It's reserved for those who perform deeds which can be remembered and exemplified for all time by other citizens, usually those who fought against colonialism, died defending the nation, or made achievements to develop and progress the nation. The 1000 sees Chut Mutia, known for her resistance of the Dutch colonisation of Aceh, the westernmost province of the country. She was eventually captured and killed, but today remains a symbol of pride, particularly for Indonesian women. The 2000 features Muhammad Husni Tamrin, a leading political figure and activist again in the fight against Dutch rule, proposing that the name Dutch Indies be swapped for Indonesia. Tamrin tragically died in prison just 4 years before Indonesia's eventual independence in 1945. Dr. Idham Khalid can be seen on the 5000, a politician and minister having held several high-up government positions, including Speaker of the People's Representative Council and Chairman of the People's Consultative Assembly, whilst the 10,000 sees Franz Kaisiepo, 4th Governor of the Papua Province, declared a national hero for his lifelong mission of uniting Western New Guinea with Indonesia. Next up, the bright green 20,000 features Sam Ratulangi, the first governor of Sulawesi and committee member who ratified Indonesia's constitution upon independence. Whilst the bright blue 50,000 portrays Juanda Kotawi Jeje, the country's 10th and final prime minister before switching to presidents. And lastly, for the standard notes at least, the 100,000 features both the country's first president and vice president, Sukarno and Mohammed Hatta respectively, both of whom prominently fought for Indonesia's independence from the Dutch. It's these two figures who can be seen again on the new 75,000 note, but more on that later. Each note features a watermark, although they don't appear to be of the national hero on the note, and I couldn't find any information whatsoever on who they are. As well as the national heroes, all notes feature the country's national emblem above the note's year of issue and a map of the country, although the map's located at the bottom of the 100,000. And in this vertical box towards the bottom right can be seen a batik pattern, an Indonesian style of dyeing cloth. This pattern differs from note to note, with the 5,000 portraying a mangrove root batik design for instance, whilst the 50,000 is intended to resemble clouds. The patterns can be further seen in the background, behind the portraits on each note. But it's not just meaningful national symbols. The notes contain a number of security features designed to make them difficult to counterfeit.
I was just going to talk about that. I was just going to say, but can we counterfeit it? Right? That's what everybody wants to know. How hard or easy is it to counterfeit? Because we need more money. I mean, come on, we don't get it. We don't have enough money. So we got to counterfeit it. Right? That's what the normal person does. You don't got money? You take somebody else's money and you counterfeit it. You counterfeit it. No? Oh. Well, maybe that's not what you're supposed to do. Alright, I don't know.
First up, there's my favourite feature, UV ink. Each note comes to life with colour when exposed to ultraviolet light.
That's cool.
most notably seeing their batik designs vibrantly glow. It's perhaps most impressive on the 50,000, which sees the cloud pattern revealed in greater detail, or the 2,000, which sees the map of Indonesia shine most brightly.
Wow.
On the left of each note, the denomination becomes visible beside the initials BI, standing for Bank Indonesia, and on the 1, 2, 5 and 10,000 notes, a coloured strip appears, again reading BI and the denomination. Next there's microprint, tiny writing that can be found hidden across each note, almost impossible to see with the naked eye. On most of the notes, it can be seen in the circular edges around
Oh my god. Yeah, good luck counterfeiting that. Good luck.
the portraits, simply reading BI and the denomination.
Wow.
But on the 100,000, it can be found in the numbers at the top left,
Oh, wow.
again reading BI 100 in a checkered pattern. There's a see-through register, this weird symbol here, which is actually half of Bank Indonesia's logo, with the other half printed on the reverse. When held up to light, the image completes,
Oh
meaning the
my
note is
God.
most likely genuine.
That is crazy. They thought of everything.
There's a Orion constellation. These tiny rings or donuts and computer software detect to prevent the banknote being photocopied.
Damn it. That's what I was gonna say. Just throw it in the copier. That's the easiest way, right? You print it on normal printer paper, nobody would know nothing. I'm telling you, you would fool everybody.
There's an embossed number representing the denomination in the upper right corner of each note.
Damn, you could barely see that.
And in the vertical box containing the batik can be seen a latent image with the initials BI. The larger three denominations feature the bank's logo in colour variable ink, whilst the larger two both feature metallic security fibres. And finally, all notes feature these strange lines on their edges. First, they're a tactile feature to help the blind or partially sighted distinguish between each note. Notice how there's only one set of lines on the 100,000, right up to 7 on the 1,000. But they also double up as a security feature. If you bend each note like this, you can perfectly connect the lines on either edge. Counterfeiters often have trouble replicating this. Now it's time to turn these notes over. Whilst the front has a single theme of national heroes, the back features three themes: flowers, important sights and dances. The 1000 sees Fort Belgica on the island of Banda Neira between two Cocktown orchids and a Tifa dance. Certain design elements glow under UV light, most notably the serial numbers. The 2000 displays the impressive Sianok Canyon, Magnolia champaca flower and appearing dancer, and again simply sees various existing elements glow. Mount Bromo, an active volcano in East Java, can be seen on the 5000, besides the tuberose and Gambyong dancer. Under UV light, the flowers glow, and a box with the initials BI becomes visible.
Good luck trying to fool their system. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
The 10,000 portrays the Wakatobi National Park, a marine national park and World Heritage Site, alongside a Magnolia vrieziana and Pacarina dancer. This note is by far the most interesting under ultraviolet light, seeing some clownfish glow as well as what I believe to be a tarsia, although I couldn't find a source for that. The 20,000 sees the Derawan Islands and a green sea turtle, plus a type of orchid with a really long Latin name and a gong dancer. A rhinoceros hornbill becomes visible in UV light, and the metallic strip glows in multiple colours. The 50,000 bears a world famous Komodo National Park, but slightly disappointingly no dragons, besides a plumeria and legon dancer. UV light reveals what I believe to be some kind of finch, although again I couldn't find a source. And finally, the 100,000 sees the beautiful Raja Ampat Islands, alongside a moon orchid and Topeng Betawi dancer. Once again I couldn't find a source, but I believe under UV light this bird is an eastern osprey. Plus on the left we see a
Looked like an eagle to me.
somewhat adorable night sky. Now I'll be honest, most of the world's banknotes feature places of national importance, and a great deal feature native flowers. But featuring national dances is really quite unusual and probably my favourite part of these banknotes, offering a really unique insight into Indonesia.
Yes, we love the culture and the outfits and the dancing. Yeah, I would be proud of it too. Yes, it should be on the money.
Is culture. But all that said, these notes are completely eclipsed by the brand new 75,000 rupiah. This note is incredible. It was released to mark 75 years of independence, and as such is largely themed around that, as well as some of the major technological achievements of the country in those years.
Subway,
Firstly,
train.
there's Sukarno and Mohammed Hatta, the first president and vice president seen on the 100,000, who were prominent figures in the fight for independence. To their left can be seen the flag hoisting ceremony from the Declaration of Independence, and below them a train from the Jakarta MRT, or subway.
I did a video on that 2 weeks ago. Isn't that interesting?
Further right can be seen the marvellous Utefa Bridge, partially seen on the left of the note with the image completing as a security feature.
Wow.
And above it is a section of the Trans-Java Toll Road, a 725-mile road that spans the length of the island of Java.
Mm.
The note bears many...
Is 100,000 the biggest one? No 500,000, no 1 million? I believe we have I've never seen one, but we have a $1,000 bill. I don't know how you get one, but it exists. So I was just wondering, like, maybe the banks have different money that doesn't really go out to the public. But it's pretty odd that, well, I guess 100,000 for Indonesia is a lot of money. So that would be like a $100 bill over here, which is not a lot of money no more. It's nothing. You spend it in 2 minutes. It's ridiculous. I know. I probably spend all of this in 2 minutes too.
Many similarities with the standard notes, including the national emblem, year of issue, batik patterns, latent image, watermark, see-through register, microprint and tactile line, as well as a pair of cool new features. First, there's a holographic strip which appears to move as you move the note, and then there's a similar design in the bottom left.
How the hell? You can't counterfeit this. That's impossible.
That alternates between gold and green. The front doesn't really do anything under UV light, which is a tremendous shame, but it's a pretty impressive banknote otherwise.
Very upset
The
about
reverse is slightly more interesting under UV, seeing a batik design, a yellowy strip, and the initials NKRI, or Negara Kesatuan Republik Indonesia, the country's full name. In ordinary light, we see a group of children in traditional Indonesian clothes.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's nice.
This kid in the middle was actually the subject of quite some controversy, with many people claiming he was dressed in Chinese clothes, not Indonesian. However, this is completely false, and Bank Indonesia even issued a statement saying as much. Above them is a Merah Putih satellite, launched in 2018 at a cost of 165 million US dollars, which equates to an astounding 2.3 trillion Indonesian rupiah, in front of a globe with Indonesia highlighted in gold ink. Again, the satellite is partly printed on the bottom of the note, and can be bent to complete the image. If I were to bend it that way, it would likely permanently misshape the note, so instead I'll demonstrate with the second note.
Oh, wow.
Similarly, the batik pattern on the far left and far right join up, which I'll demonstrate with the third and fourth note.
What?
So you're probably wondering why I have so many of these notes, especially given that only a limited number were printed, available at only 45 banks across the country, and strictly limited to one per citizen.
Oh.
Well, it's because I'm giving 5 of them away over on my Instagram.
Oh, I need one of those.
At Half Asleep Chris, so head over there now for
I want one. How do I get one?
a chance to add one to your collection.
It's very man-tapped.
The Indonesian Rupiah really are beautiful banknotes.
They are.
With their striking colours,
Even your money is beautiful.
national heroes and national dances, these notes so perfectly capture and celebrate what makes Indonesia great.
That's awesome. That's not easy. Good. Again, try to copy that. Good luck. You want to counterfeit Indonesian money, Indonesian rupiah? Good luck. Good luck. You're gonna need a little more than a color printer. Just a little bit more. And I'm sure the money has a texture to the paper that you could only recognize as being rupiah. You know what I mean? Not a letter that you write your mother. You know what I mean? It's incredible. I love videos like this. See, I learn something every day. Every day I learn something, and that's something else. Now I know one more thing that you guys have that looks better than what I got. Your money. Your money looks better than ours. But I'm not gonna lie, $72 or whatever he said for all those notes, that'd be pretty cool. Go there with about $1,000, and I live large for about a month. I don't even know. Probably a month. That's my guess. A month. You can live on 1,000 in a month. And I'm talking about eating, sleeping, getting a scooter, renting. I mean, just doing whatever you want. It's just my guess. But anyway, you guys will tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right. Okay? Anyway, the secrets of the Indonesian rupiah. That is so cool with the light, when you put the light, Damn, he just said it before. Infrared light. Info what? Info. Well, you know what I know. A dark light. A dark light. But it is amazing how it comes all to color. I bet you do that on my dollar bill and $5 bill and $10 bill and $20 bill, and I bet you nothing lights up at night. Nothing. I can almost bet you. Anyway, take care. Peace out. Have a good night. Oh, yeah, we're going to be watching all kinds of videos like this on this channel. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. I love it. And I know you guys love it because this is good stuff. This is fun. Take care. Peace out. Have a good night. Man tap.